we are going to allow stadiums to move to 50% capacity if they are in parishes with a percent positivity of less than 5% for the previous 2 weeks, based on the most recent report from LDH. It's a similar approach to what we took with bars. However, we're not going to require that schools or school districts or parishes opt in. Their capacity will be 50% if they meet the criteria. I can tell you right now we have 26 parishes that qualify. And as with bars, if a parish's percent positivity gets back up to 10% or more, or I should say over 10% for 2 weeks, then they will go back to having a 25% capacity. Trying to make sure that we can expand the capacity as we're able to do so safely, and tying it to the percent positivity, the degree of community spread, is the safest and I think the most responsible and the most consistent way to do that. So as I mentioned, we're going to issue this executive order to be effective tomorrow. We'll show you the text once I sign it. I do want to remind people that you still have to social distance to the maximum degree that you can. The mask mandate remains in place. And indeed, as we've seen since July, since we put the mask mandate in, that's when our 2 weeks, you can literally look at the calendar. And 2 weeks after the mask mandate went into place is when our numbers started coming down. And they're not coming down anymore, but they're not going up either. But that mask mandate applies to this as well. And it's one of the reasons why we believe that we can do this safely where we have low amounts of community spread, as evidenced by that low percent positivity. I do want to remind everyone, if you are vulnerable, you shouldn't be going into crowds anywhere. And that certainly includes a football game. And so if you're 65 or older, if you've got those underlying comorbid health conditions that predispose you to a poorer outcome should you contract this disease, whether that's heart disease, kidney disease, hypertension, diabetes, obesity, you really need to avoid crowds, and that certainly includes football games. All right, so with that,